Alright guys, hello, welcome back to the next episode of our F1M24 career mode, the final season of, the final season here in season 5 with our veteran drivers, and I really like how I titled the last episode, veteran drivers and a rookie team. We're not really a rookie team anymore. We've had 5 seasons on the grid, and we're coming off of a decent finish from last weekend. I don't know if it'll show us. There. Let's see. Fernando Alonso P2. Was that from last season or is it the most recent race? I don't know. I don't quite remember. But Max Verstappen came out with a win on that race. And we have some components coming in here pretty... Actually, no, we need to manufacture some... Maybe? I don't think we have anything new that we need to manufacture. We'll just double check here. No. We have new suspension coming in 9 days. We'll have those for we'll have those actually element. Let's just see here. 39 days. Hopefully we'll have the suspension, we'll have the underfloor, we'll have chassis maybe, and then side pod. We won't have the underfloor, or we won't have the front wing, rear wing for Australia. But it is a sprint weekend for Australia, which I'm looking forward to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the results for China. All right, there we have it. Fernando Alonso starting in the front row against Charles Leclerc and coming out with a win. How 8 seconds clear of Oscar Piastri. And Oscar Piastri came up from P5. Arvid Lindblad, gain of 9 positions, finishing in P5. I believe that's not his only points finish. No, yeah, he's scored 1 point in the first episode. Pushing himself up to P8 in the driver standings. Fernando, second place behind of Max Verstappen. And then Sergio Perez getting knocked down to P14. Results, Sergio Perez out in China. Kind of felt bad not racing China manually, but that is race win 1 for Fernando Alonso on the season. He's had 4 podiums so far. I believe this is race number 4. I could be wrong. We'll double check here in a moment. Sergio Perez has 2 DNFs so far this season. Arvid Lindblad, let's take a look. 1 DNF and 11 points on the season for him. And we're ahead of Monster Energy McLaren for the constructor standings. Ferrari still pulling away at 133, and it's up to us to try and catch up to them. We didn't get top 10 for pit stops. Still sitting back in P9. He retired before his pit stop. Okay, that sucks. He did reach his target. We set a lower target for Alonso. And then we have our chassis design. Do we have enough time for Melbourne? 25 days. We have enough for 1 each. We just don't have the money for it. We're negative because we had to pay out for Fernando Alonso. We spent our sponsor plan money on facility refurbishing the factory so we don't lose that development. Let's see here. Oh boy, he crashed out during China. May have been with the other driver that got out. I don't remember who already. The powertrain's looking fine. Front wing's about to go out. Regulation vote minor technical changes. Chassis design, side pod design. Regulation vote. Is this a result or this is actual regulation vote? A chassis focused overhaul or changes. Side pod overhaul over chassis. I say we go chassis focused overhaul. Go for chassis focused changes. No, let's go chassis focused overhaul. See how that goes out. We might get the results in this episode. We'll wait and find out. Just wish we had the money for the parts, but we do have the 2 parts coming in. Underfloor and suspension, that's what I was worried about. I really wanted to get that refurbishment down because the wind tunnel CFD doesn't really matter for us. Refurbishment, helipad. That was only like 160k in debt. Yes, I know. Chassis low stock. We don't have the money for it right now. Design complete. All of our designs are coming in. ATR period coming in as well. We don't have the money for that. I'll have to wait on those for the next episode, more than likely. Did I miss one? I missed that one. You are unhappy, sir. Why are you unhappy? Everybody's pretty enthusiastic. Why are you unhappy? Race engineer. Why are you unhappy, sir? You are unhappy with a driver. Biggest issue, driver. You are unhappy because he retired from the race. You're unhappy with his car performance and other staff. Oh, they're just neutral because of that incident in China. That is your own doing, sir. Let's go regulation vote result. And that's gonna be side pod change for the next season. We'll be doing the same thing we're doing for Madden, as we're basically playing the game behind the scenes without putting it up on the channel. So we'll play one more season, or I might as well start a new one. I thought about doing the replays, putting them on the channel, but I'm not going to. Audi Sport, Red Bull, and Monster Energy McLaren voted for the chassis 30%, but side pods, we can counteract that big time with research. We don't have the money for research either. We'll fall a little bit behind here. I don't have the R&D for this race. Let's see. We'll do it for Australia. We'll pop a save in beforehand and go from there. So we'll see you guys for the results of the sprint race for Miami. All right, here we are, the results for the Miami sprint. Fernando Alonso starting pole position and Max Verstappen getting the win. Sergio Perez getting in to the points. That's a decent finish for him.
Let's hope the teams
as we go into the feature race. We'll see you in a second. All right, Fernando Alonso is on a roll, starting at pole position, finishing in first place, 17 seconds clear of Charles Leclerc, and that is Sergio Perez starting P14, finishing in P14. I think we're gonna just start giving parts to Perez, see if he can do that. He's fighting Verstappen for the driver standings at the moment. Arvid Lindblad scoring 10 more points on the season. That is 2 wins, 5 podiums, 2 pole positions, 1 fastest lap. Sergio Perez with 2. No, his stats are pretty rough. So we're trying to close the gap on Ferrari for constructors, and that's what we want. We didn't hit the top 10 for pit stop. Doesn't look like our pit crew's doing that great this season, as we paying a lot more money for him. We're lowering his target, but we're just losing money because he's winning. We're back down to negative 600k. Yes, I know. Alexander Dunn. We're not thinking about it this season. Oh. You know what? Like I said, we're gonna go back to old parts with Alonso. See if that will help Hernan, or if that will help Sergio Perez. But I don't want to hinder his race though. We'll see. He doesn't have those parts. We'll put on part 2. Is this suspension and chassis? I don't have the money for chassis though. Car analysis. Sergio Perez. I'm feeling comfortable with this. We'll see. Because if Alonso won 2 races back to back, I feel like we can do better with him having old parts. Because he is a good driver. He's 88 overall. Closing the gap. He's leading. All right. Go ahead and sim forward. Why are you dropping performance, my good sir? Yes, performance lost. Why did you lose performance? Performance deteriorating. Okay. He's just been in F1. He's probably just feeling bad because he's been in a reserve for so many years. Urgent underfloor, I know. ATR period ends. Did I just waste an ATR period? No, I didn't. That was a research that opened up. Yeah, I don't have the money for research. Driver development update, but nothing has changed. It's just doing stats have lowered. Sergio Perez rating dropped. Oof. What did you lose? Okay, he lost a lot of his stats. Okay. Let's see where the car is sitting at with his stats then. He's still sitting up there, but we'll see. He has a good car. Let's see if it'll help him. We ran with car release. We'll go car release again. Go car release again. Cumulative. We'll go car release again. Alonso driver. Oh, okay, it's gonna be a race to the finish of the season. Let me look at their contracts for a second. 8 months. 2 years. I signed him for 2 fucking years. God damn it. And I don't have the money to terminate him. Because I could promote Tina Hausman and Paddle. That's what I wanted. To get Paddle on the grid, but no, he was on the grid, wasn't he? All of my drivers are dropping their ratings. Okay then. I don't think I can construct anything. 550, 225. Rushed. 2 days. Will it help? Front wing? No. Dude. My cat is scratching stuff. Oh. Leave it alone. Cat. Oh, I can put him. What am I doing? Car 2, underfloor. Swap out. Increase the top speed. I don't have the money for this. God damn it. I don't like this. I'm not a fan. We'll see. It is a sprint weekend, so hopefully. We'll just save the money. And we'll drop our targets to the lowest.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high.
In this round, the teams have 2 races to contend with both the sprint and the Grand Prix offering the chance to bag some championship points.
Let's get this underway.
All right, there you go. Clear skies, partly cloudy for the sprint and qualifying, and then clear skies for the race. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out practice. See you guys for sprint quali. All right, here we are for the results of practice. 118.094, 118.232 on mediums. We did the first 2 runs for the setups on hards, and then we did mediums, and then we threw some battery in there. So we hit the top of the time frame. It's not really reflective, but it is still medium tire standard with ERS, top of the chart. Seems promising. 2/10 between both of them, as we're feeling confident. The setups were 80s, like mid 80s. Track acclimatization could have been better, but we can only do so much in one practice session. 64%, 54%. I'm gonna look here in a second on what our setups look like.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
All right. Results report, continue. Let's see. Yeah. 92% and then 88%. The sprint quali on these medium tires. One set of fresh medium tires is locked. Okay, we use the medium, we use a set of hards, so I don't know if we'll get it and be able to use those. But we're gonna leave the setups the way they are.
Green light.
Little overcast. No. For a few minutes. We're gonna get Perez out there early. Hopefully he doesn't get obstructed by traffic. So we have Snow to Gasly, the end of the pit gantry. We'll go ahead and throw Alonso out as well. Behind the Aston Martin of Vesti. And we'll see you guys at the end of the session, see if our guys can get into Q2 or sprint quality 2. All right, 20 seconds to go in the session. Perez currently sitting P18 in the drop zone. 2 personal bests so far on the lap. Vesti P1, Sonoda P2, Alonso P3, Lindblad pushing up to P4 as we are not on board, watching Perez coming through sector 3. Just getting him out of the drop zone is what we're wanting. It's gonna be a 1:16.2, it looked like. It's gonna be Ferrari coming in behind. Ferraris are both in the safe zones. Switching over to Alonso. No improvement there. That's gonna be the end of his session. I could have called him in, but he's gonna be P3 still. Paris P11. See who else is around. Lawson's gonna be coming around. No, they're coming in. I saw an Audi. Albon. See if Albon improves. Albon makes it over, knocking out Norris in the McLaren. Iwasa coming in. Gasly coming in. Sargent pushing. He's gonna be having an insane time, I know it. No, he barely makes it into the second session. Wow. All right, that's our order. Our drivers are into SQ2. All right, 10 seconds to go in SQ2. And okay, guys are getting out of the... What are you doing? Dude. Ocon. You literally just jeopardized Perez's run. Where's the penalty? Yellow sector 2, green sector 1. That's bullshit. That is so bullshit. Alonso looking to improve. It's gonna be... Dude, that's so fucking bullshit. Ocon, man. And Sargent makes it into the top 10. That's fucking bull, bro. Ocon, where's your fucking penalty, man? Where is he? He's out. He's knocked out anyways. Fucking douchebag. Alright. Top 10 shootout, sprint. Alright, 14 seconds to go. Alonso's running a second run. Personal best for sector 1 here. 5 seconds to go. Overcast. A little bit. Hopefully he gets improvement on sector 2. Lindblad has yet to set a time. He's gonna be on the hot lap. Alonso, purple sector 2. Looking pretty good. Verstappen solidified pole position. See if Alonso has anything to do with it. He has to make up a half a second. See where he ends up. That's going to be pole position for Alonso by 1/10 of a second. Lindblad coming around the final corner. See where he gets on his one and only time for the lap. That's going to be P4. That's going to be second row for Lindblad. I think this will be his best start yet. Albon. Leclerc. Sargent. Coming across next. Good enough for P7. That's going to be Leclerc coming in. P6. And then Albon looking to improve as he's coming around the final few corners. He's going to be coming into the pits. That's going to be our order for our top 10. Another pole position for Fernando Alonso. Lindblad, P4. I believe that's his best start. We'll see.
Well, the excitement levels continue to rise here as the teams prepare for the sprint.
And of course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
All the drivers on the grid about to take to Melbourne for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away
All
we
right,
go.
sprint race here in Australia. We put
Low to push, please.
Sergio on soft tires.
You've got the pace.
Copy.
Try to make up for that incident with Ocon.
Copy.
As Alonso leads. We're looking at Perez here. Behind Vesti and Russell. That's going to be Vesti that went wide. We dropped him a lap of fuel as well. Hopefully that'll help. We'll have to wait and see. Just hope his tire life is good. Or tire management, I should say. Verstappen looking to try to make a move. He's got Piastri and Lindblad. Let's take a look at Lindblad. Where are you at, sir? I believe he's only scored points. Oh, I can't view him from here. Wait. There we go. Yeah, he's only scored points. Highest start so far this season in P4 for the sprint.
DRS is enabled.
Verstappen still fighting Alonso. Perez still trying to push.
Point 4. Just second behind.
All right, now much else going on for the sprint race. Let's go ahead and sim forward, see if Perez can get within the points yet again while we're managing him.
No DRS. No DRS for him.
Okay.
And speed it up a bit.
Yeah, I don't have that pace.
All right, final lap. This battery is nowhere to be seen. Charles Leclerc making a move on Fernando Alonso for P2. Perez fighting Lindblad for that point finish. I know your tires are screaming at you.
Try to protect
I
position.
know your tires are screaming at you. Alright. Piastri,
Copy.
Alonso.
We don't think we need any lifting
Dump
coast.
it.
Yes.
Dump it. Oh, it's towards the lap. End of the lap
If
anyways.
there's anything left in the tank, let's go for it.
Go, 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 go. Move on the inside. Move on the inside of the McLaren. No! Lost position of Verstappen.
Copy.
He started in pole position for the sprint. He gets overtaken at the very last
Car behind
moment. That's a
Tsunoda.
double podium for Ferrari here in the Australia sprint for the first time ever. Verstappen almost overtook Piastri right at
that's
the
checkered
line.
flag.
All right, both of our drivers get some points. Perez holding off Lindblad in
Well done,
the
mate.
Red Bull.
Okay, let's move.
And Charles Leclerc puts himself in prime position.
All right, decent finish there. Haas not doing great in the sprint.
It's a points finish for Fernando Alonso in the sprint.
A P4 finish, and it's obviously the work of a solid, well-run team.
Right. That strategy paid off, but hopefully the long term will help out with the use of a soft
Welcome
tire.
to qualifying. Let's find out if all that practice will pay off for the drivers.
These days, it's a much faster layout here at Albert Park, and teams need to focus on getting high and medium speed cornering right to set a good qualifying time.
There's Red Bull's driver there getting ready for today's session. What have you made of them recently, Karun?
You can tell that we've been watching a driver with real confidence
Could
here.
definitely
and it
use
makes
that for a
difference,
thumbnail.
I can tell you from my own experience.
There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
All right, let's take a look here. Double points finish for the sprint. Car set up 100% and 99. Oh, wow. Okay. That was close for Perez. All right, one flying lap. Let's take a look at our compounds. We could use the one from the race. Or is that qualifying? Sprint? Let's put a banker in on that set. And go from there for Alonso.
Four seconds, three,
We'll go and
two,
put him out first.
1. Green light.
Who's out? Snow's out right away too. And then Parrots. All right, we'll see you guys at the beginning of the session. All right, 20 seconds left. Alonso P15 currently on that scrub set of softs. 2 personal bests so far. You can see how overcast the track is. We're looking pretty good here. Perez on that new set of softs up in P11 currently. We're still running him. He has a personal best in sector 1. 1:15.099 is the top time. See where Alonso ends up. 1:15.04. And then Perez coming up through sector 3. Another personal best in sector 2. And it's Alonso safe to go into Q2. We're just hoping Perez can get through 2 as well. He didn't look like he got impeded like he did with sprint quali from Ocon. Ocon's sitting up there in P3. 12, 13, 14, 15 is going to be close. P3 just behind Lindblad. That's both of our drivers into Q2. All right, about 47 seconds to go. Perez, 2 personal bests on a new set of softs. He is 1 set of softs short for the race, so we're probably going to be doing a medium, soft, medium, or depending. Alonso, personal best in sector 1, looking for an improvement. 1:15.004 from Verstappen. 30 seconds to go.
Yeah,
Did
we
he-
saw that.
Did he get blocked? What happened? Did he get impeded? I really hope he got impeded by the Haas. By Lawson. I don't know what it was. Alonso, P13. P2, 0.02 of a second. Was that another impeding situation? That is so stupid. Where are these penalties, man? Oh, I forgot to do the R&D chart. That's my bad. Ugh. He's on his in lap. Albon. Yeah, Perez knocked out. I swear, dude. That's fucking bullshit. That's twice now. 2 in a row. Same weekend. New compound. Old stuffs. I don't know what it is with Alonso or Perez, dude. This is ridiculous, man. All right.
Green light.
2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris in final quali. And then 1, 4, 5, 7 teams total in the top 10. See you guys at the end of the session where Alonso stacks up. All right, 10 seconds to go, 10 laps to go. Alonso's currently sitting P10, personal best in sector 1, looking to improve in sector 3. Leclerc crosses the line. He can do P2 at best, Lindblad P4 at best. Come on. 1:14.6 is the top time. It's gonna be 1:14.7. P5 for Alonso so far. Joe coming in. It's gonna be Verstappen next. Verstappen next. P2 front row. Is that Sonoda? Sonoda? No improvement? Alright. That's going to be Sargent coming up next. See if he goes into the pits. Yeah, that's going to be pits. And then Valtteri, final driver of the top 10. He's going to be coming into the pits as well. Alonso starting P6 for this future race. I'm really not happy about that. See if Sergio Perez gets a bump in his position.
Well, the fans here are all set. Every one of them eagerly awaiting the 58 laps of today's race.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019.
The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprise in that, it's race day. Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Now, there's a lot of talk going into this one about the Red Bull driver.
Being 7th on the grid gives them a good advantage. This is a great opportunity for points.
And the time has come. Let's go racing. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
All right, here
and
we
away
go. Pretty strong strategies. We're going to be soft, medium, soft, soft, medium, medium for our drivers. No high aggression.
Keep
High
that one away.
overtake aggression.
Yeah, okay.
No tire strategy here.
But I leave it to you to judge the risk.
Our goal is to get Perez into the points for this race. We dropped 2 laps of fuel for both of our drivers. Norris losing positions in the backfield. Something happened there. Sargent leading the way. Oscar Piastri is in the mix as well. I forgot about that. All right, Alonso trying to make a move on Leclerc. Sonoda a ways back. Perez trying to make a move on Lawson in the Haas. On the inside, there we go. Up into P12. We'll have him push for a little bit.
Head down.
Have you attack down the straight. Alright, he's holding him off.
Far behind you still. 0.4 behind.
Lawson's really putting up a fight here.
Slow down. Copy, guys.
Russell, spin. Or contact. Will you get pushed off the track? Alonso overtake Leclerc. Let's take a look at this. Nice onboard. Right in the middle of the fight with the Ferraris. Yeah, Russell must have spun. Harris trying to put the pressure on Lawson yet again.
Can push more if you want.
Let's give him that gap. The high-speed overtake, I like that. All right.
Focus on tires. Copy.
Let's get after these cars in front.
Alonso overtook Verstappen there. Double overtake? Nope, not quite.
No management required.
Battery set to neutral.
Yeah, copy.
Back to standard for our drivers. All right, we're gonna go ahead and sim forward and see what happens. Never mind, yellow flag.
I completely lost the rear.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of damage, I guess.
That could be a safety
Okay,
car.
understood. Yellow flag.
Copy.
He just lost the back end. Yeah, he lost the back end on the curb.
Yeah, what a mistake, eh?
We don't need that bad juju from last season. Let's not have that again, please. Not enough for a safety car. Alonso is out of this race. Pretty much. Just take a look and see what the tire life looks like after he finishes the lap. Didn't look too bad. Yeah, he just spun it. All right, now let's go ahead and sim forward. All right, pit window open for Perez, and we're actually dealing with some hot tire temps. We had to drop down for both of our drivers, and the track 39 degrees Celsius. Pretty warm, but it does say overcast. I don't know if that's just the tire life on the car or if it's because it was the temperature was in the red. It was sitting at like 40s in the Celsius. But Perez is up to P5 behind Ocon, trying to put pressure down. And
So now on DRS behind.
go ahead and conserve for now until we hit our pit stops.
Yeah, copy.
We got Perez coming up first on lap
Increase
18.
line for more performance. Copy.
So we'll see you guys for Perez's pit stop.
The box.
Alright, Perez made a move
Yeah.
on Ocon earlier. Now it's his time for a pit stop. Go and bump up Alonso to standard as
Pick up the
well.
pace.
See if he can get, you know, we'll put him on attack and deploy.
Okay,
See if he can gain positions on Verstappen. If we
Can
get
use
Perez a
energy.
win here, that'll be nice. Alonso's making his way through pit stops. Made a move on Gasly. We're running the rest of this tire to the ground because he is coming in at the end of the lap. Can he make a move on Verstappen before the lap? Verstappen's gonna be staying out. Never mind. Just putting the pressure down anyways. That's what we want. Ocon makes a move on the inside. Ocon's on hards as well. Alright, pit stop for Perez. Oh wow, Ocon and Leclerc coming in. Ocon coming in off the hards? Oh wow. There's that drive distance. Please tell me that was traffic.
Racing Bottas on exit.
That's fucking pathetic. Alright.
Copy.
Alonso, pit. Old mediums. Okay. I forgot about that.
Boxing this lap.
Box.
Ricardo has a mechanical fault. Perez has a mechanical fault. We'll leave it on
60.
conserve.
1.7 in
We're
front.
mid. We're after
Or
pit
behind you.
stops. We don't really have any fights
Car
right
behind,
now.
5 seconds.
Alright, let's get to Alonso's pit stop. Iwasa coming in. There's Alonso's coming in for his pit stop. Lawson ahead, Iwasa ahead. Nice stop there, 2.3. Let's see where we're sitting in top 10 right now, 2.293. We'll probably get knocked out. Alonso back down the grid. Perez P14. Who hasn't pit yet. Top 6 and Russell and Gasly have yet to pit. Gasly's going to pit this lap. Sargent's gonna be pitting this lap. Five seconds between Piastri and Sargent. That's crazy.
Tire temperature are
Right,
good.
there's Joe.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sim forward, see what happens.
Big shunt on the main straight.
Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Watch for debris.
Alright, let's go and pause and watch this replay. That's the rookie, Arvid Lindblad. Does he get rear-ended? No, he rear-ends into the Ferrari. That is unfortunate. Rookie's race is over, probably. Piastri in the pits. Do we want to change to hards? Even though we just pit? We could. And go to the end. Maybe. Well, all the front runners get a free pit stop. Let's go with Alonso and leave Perez. We'll have a split call here, more than likely. Hauger, Lindblad, they might be out. Tsunoda, Ocon, Leclerc, Russell. Because we have... Alright, let's go ahead and sim forward. See how many people... Is everybody pitting? Hards. Piastri's going on to hards. Tsunoda staying out. Tsunoda staying out. Wait, no, they're not there yet.
Safety car, safety car. Charge
Piastri
on.
hards.
Stay as close to zero as you can.
Sargent hards.
Okay.
Verstappen softs. What?
Do whatever you need for tyres.
Tsunoda. It's Tsunoda coming in. I almost forgot to do this. Tsunoda coming in. Tsunoda staying out on hards. Ocon coming in. Ocon's coming in.
Slow down now.
Russell's
Okay,
has to come in. Leclerc's staying out. It's just, if Bottas is coming in, then we need to pit. Yeah. Alright. Perez, pit hards. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to... God damn it. We'll have to fucking curb him. Curb strat. The, avoid high-risk curve and run on aggressive. Alright. So they're both coming in. The double stop. Getting off these mediums. The loss is staying out on mediums. I missed it. Fuck. I missed the opportunity. We'll just go back to that original one. That's fine. Cancel that pit stop. Alonso's coming in though. Hauger, Lindblad out.
It's a big one.
Alonso missed it as
Debris
well.
on the track.
I had plenty of time. Really. Alright, keeping our default strategy then. For both of our drivers. I really hope that pays off. Lindblad getting a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. I really hope that our 2-stop pays off with all those hard tire runners. We'll just have to go from here.
What position are we?
P18. Car ahead is Bottas.
Slowly gaining positions, Alonso. Perez sitting
There
in
are
P8.
37 laps to go at the end of this one.
Oh, what is going on with the front runners? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sim forward to the end of the safety car. Alright, safety car ending.
Car in this lap.
Lap 25.
Prepare for the restart. Copy.
We'll
Still margin
go.
to push a bit harder through turn 6 and turn 12.
We'll go aggressive. Push.
If
Deploy.
you are able to increase pace, it would be a good time to do it.
You need to push
We'll
more.
be able to push fuel for a while.
Mode push.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Can use K1.
Copy.
Waiting for that restart here. The race has resumed.
Safety car is entering the pits.
Full attack first lap.
You can catch him.
I really wish my guys would have been able to make it into the pits. That was way too short notice of a call. Honestly, I do like the addition of the helmet cam, the camera heli view, but it's just not. I like that they added it to the game. I just don't like it like in use. Verstappen taking the lead from Piastri. Our tires may be able to last a while. Perez might be able to go back on the softs for the end of the race. 43 is our projected, looks like. But we'll see. I'll go from there. A lot of movement up ahead to the top 4.
They're doing well with tires.
See, they're overheating already.
Okay, copy.
Oh, he is in attack mode, so. The move on Owasa. Nice. Nice overhead view. Like, I like this, but it just makes the screenshots, like, for thumbnails blurry. Alright, and we'll drop down to aggressive.
DRS is
The
enabled.
tires are
DRS is
overheating.
enabled.
Alright, we'll sim forward, see what we can do here. Alright, lap 40 of 58. And we're dealing with heat again. It's been a hot track. Alonso's time to pit, lap 40. Perez.
In box this lap.
Nah, we might be able to push one
box.
more. One more lap, yeah. We'll have to short him on that. One attack.
Let's get after these cars in front.
Perez P2 now. We're really pushing him on those medium tires. You can see the line there of tire life for both of our drivers. Perez recovered way better. This may be a comeback that we need for this episode for Perez. Because he is not on the board.
0.5.
He has 2
Race
DNFs
is long right now.
and nothing. Ocon with a pole position. Verstappen with a lot of stats. Leclerc, Piastri.
I'm losing a bit the Inter.
Okay.
Yeah, so far Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen, the only people with race wins so far.
We have the slowest car on the street.
There's progress to be
I
made.
just now realized that, yeah.
The surgeon behind.
Because they don't
Point two
count the
behind.
sprint races.
Yeah, no worries. Let's do our race.
Alright, soft tires for Perez. Oh, I almost missed the pit stop.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, Lawson's in the pit as well.
Just watch out for traffic in the pit. You got it.
That's fine. You can make it. Can you pass him before you get into the pits? Because Piastri is on hards. Everybody on hards. We're gonna be the only ones on softs.
So there's 18 laps
Norris
to go.
might be
including
going
the
on
one you're
softs.
With DRS. With DRS.
Yeah.
Perez couldn't quite pass Piastri, but he's still in a decent position for points.
Disney.
We're still pushing our fuel. That's how much that safety car set us back. 2.3 is that stop. 2.056 from Fernando Alonso for our top 10. Paris ahead of Sargent. Oh, look at that background.
Currently P5.
Ocon in front.
All right.
4.2.
Paris
Another
P5
behind.
0.2 behind.
on board to try and close the gap on those hard tire runners for the end of this race. Got plenty of fuel here. The drivers are done with their pit stops, and now it's just a fight to the end. See if Alonso can get into the points, but that is a long ways to go. That is 14 seconds Alonso has to make up to get into the points. All right, we'll see you guys towards the end of the race.
10.7 with DRS.
All right, 10 laps to go.
Now we should be
Perez
able to
overtakes
take a look.
Sargent
Now this is Sergio Perez.
down the main straight.
The gap opens up for them.
And like I expected, Alonso making his way up into the points. Gasly has a puncture. Where's that puncture here? Down sector 2. Yeah, that's gonna hurt him.
Check my tires.
A lot of debris. Tires are overheating for Alonso and Perez. We are 40 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure how hot that is in Fahrenheit at the top of my head. 10 laps to go. Perez is leading Sargent. That's going to be our fight right now, but he's on hard tires. Piastri on softs. Leclerc, Alonso on softs. This is the comeback that we need. That safety car really helped us out here. 10 laps to go. 2.2 kilogram of fuel. We could still keep pushing there. But we're going to go ahead and push Perez on DRS.
Yeah.
And go from there. As Sargent tries to make a move,
focus is on
not
long
quite
race.
there. Alright, we'll see you guys towards the end of the race. 3 laps to go. Perez really trying,
Behind.
fighting against Sargent and Verstappen currently. Still have plenty of fuel here. Alonso P7. Cars are really overheating. We can make it to the end here. Sargent already a second clear
Yeah, Verstappen
on
behind.
those hard tires.
10.6 now. You can do it.
Come on. Alonso with a mechanical
You
fault.
can use K1.
All okay with the car?
Hold on for a sec.
Minor fault. Curbs
Let me know
condition.
what to do.
Can you go mode push now? Try to reduce the hits on the curb.
Didn't get keep Alonso in the points. Perez is falling back. Tires are overheating.
2 laps to go.
He's on high aggression. Come on.
Tyres are quite hot.
Come on, Perez.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I cannot pass.
Ocon with a mechanical fault as well. Be a very close finish for Perez. He's fallen away.
Lawson behind you.
On those tires, man. Going sim forward, see if he can hold on to that. I'm pushing him. I'm pushing him to the limit, man. I forgot a battery. Forgot to take him off of the battery. That's why.
Last lap.
Oh my god.
Can use K1. don't lose position. Caveat.
That is my fault. Big time my fault. Personal bet. Purple sector 2. Wow. Come on. Ooh. Move on the outside of Verstappen. For the finish. Sargent winning in a Red Bull.
Currently P2.
Right then, we can take a look now. Now we're watching the action closely here.
Almost smash in the
They
back of
decide
him.
to give it a go. And that's second place now.
Nice. It's gonna be Sargent in the Red Bull for the win in Australia.
Taking the flag.
Perez P2.
P2.
Good recovery for him,
Good job, guys.
putting him up to P8. 26 points. This is crazy.
Logan Sargent picks up the win.
I cannot believe this. Logan Sargent in a Red Bull. I don't think he won any races last season.
Just an incredible demonstration of why they belong in Formula One.
That is news to me. Alonso P8, Perez P2
That's the checkered
for
flag.
our drivers today. That puts Sergio Perez in P8, Fernando Alonso leading Verstappen by 10. That's going to be closing the gap on Ferrari yet again,
Stopping on the marks and going to
as
P1.
McLaren's still trying to close in Red Bull. It's still a three-way fight for P2, 3, and 4 for the constructors, and a three-way battle for the fucking driver standings too. Wow. We wait for Joe and Gasly to cross the line. And that is our finish.
Today, Sergio Perez was a true hero, and he deserves every cheer he gets.
That was an excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy, and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
But just look at this. The overwhelming excitement for those celebrating this achievement. And onto the podium goes Sergio Perez, and he's certainly in good company there.
That's going to make them very happy, taking home their first trophy this year.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix. Well, Karoon, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian Forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
All right, yet again, another look at our finish. Sergio Perez getting 12 positions thanks to that safety car. And Fernando Alonso losing 2, but still scoring some points. All of our drivers on the board with stats. Logan Sargent, first race win, first podium of the season. That's just crazy to see. I'm gonna go ahead and take a screenshot of this and post it in the AMO Discord. That is a shocking twist to me. There we go. All right, Constructors Championship. We're closing the gap on Ferrari. And that's what we want. They have 3 wins, 3 fastest laps. We have 2 wins, 1 fastest lap. That's the only change in our stats. McLaren keeping close because they have 4 podiums. And then Red Bull on the board. First win, first podium. Thanks to Logan Sargent. Pit stop. We didn't get the top 10 pit stops, just barely. That pushes us down to P10. Williams scoring 2 points there. We got our target with Perez, but not Alonso. That keeps us in the negative pretty much. Mark Slade, overall rating improvement. No, we are in the positive. Investing. Yes. Front wing, replace. Suspension, replace. We have 500k, that's 1 car part. Engine. How many races are we in? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Maybe. No. You gotta go team. Oh. We'll go 1 more race on that engine. Yeah, we'll go 1 more race on those engines. Can we get that? We don't have the money for anything right now. 550. 2. Is that gonna help us in this track? Actually, no. I want to fucking put those parts back on Alonso's car. Don't have the money. And I don't want to go broke. 2.2 million for emergency. That's crazy. We're gonna have to suck it up. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We got Sergio Perez on the board, and hopefully he's enthusiastic about that. Looks like he is. But we'll have to go ahead and see what we can do in this next episode. We have Austria, we have Canada, and we have Sao Paulo. You know what? We'll do Austria. We'll manually do Austria and then results for Canada and Brazil afterwards. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.